could make a vineyard out of this. If you could plant a vineyard, you could produce wine. You could produce grapes. You could sell grapes. You could sell wine. All right. She considereth a field and buyeth it. All right. So she see it. She asks how much she goes and seeks to see if the field is for sale. If the field is for sale, she buys it, looking at the what's the word? Looking at the profit of buying a field. Looking at how she could flip her money. All right. To help her household. And because what? These women nowadays, man, they all for self. They all for self, man. All right? If even the scriptures speak about it. I can't remember exactly where it's at, but it says roughly paraphrasing, it says that a woman that takes care of her husband is full of rage or anger or something like that. All right, and that's the truth, man. These women nowadays, in this world that we live in, all right, they have no understanding. They lack wisdom. They lack understanding of how things is. They don't know how this society is designed to put them in power over the men, which harms them in their household. All right, and even when you present this to them, they don't give a fuck about that. They don't give a fuck about the rules, the natural rules of a man and woman being reversed, which causes harm to her household. She don't care about that enough to be able to get in order under her man in order to reverse the effects of society, man. Okay? So that her household, so that herself, her kids won't be harmed. All right? So that her husband and her kids can be protected through the Holy Spirit of the Lord. Okay? These women is all for self, man. That you'll start dealing with a woman, she'll make it seem like she's all for you. All right? You wake up in the morning, she willing to cook when you first get her, because what? Most men in this world, when they first meet a woman, they do everything they could to impress them. All right, they spend their lives to impress them, especially if she pretty and she got a fat ass, fat titties. All right, most men go all out, man. Go all out. Jump out take her out on dates. Jump out the car, the driver's seat. Open the passenger seat. All right, pussyfooting. Do whatever they can to get the woman. So when they do get the woman is all worked up. The woman is worked up, and all she could see is how she could potentially take advantage and come up and make a gain off of you pussyfooting, man. All right. So it happens all the time, man. It happens all the time. These women are programmed to do that. These women are trained to be gold diggers. Okay? They try to seek out who got the most money, who got the most power amongst the men, and try to get with them. and do whatever they can to try to get the man to be comfortable with them, to fall in love with them, all right, to be head over heels for her, okay. And then once she accomplishes that, she cooking for you all the time at the beginning of y'all relationship, all right. She persuades you to move in with her, all right. Next thing you know, she persuades you to marry her, put a ring on her finger. And all these songs, hip hop, R&B, all this shit promote all this shit. That Beyonce shit. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. I mean, that shit. That does something. That brainwashes men in this world, thinking that you're supposed to meet a woman, settle down with one woman, marry her, and she don't got a fucking sign. You got all these riches, she don't got nothing. She ain't bringing nothing to the table except for a pretty face, a fat ass, all right. And she don't got this world programs the women to make a man feel bad about making a woman sign a prenuptial agreement, which is an agreement that states that if the man and woman separates, the man leaves with what he brought to the table, and the woman leaves with what she brought to the table. So if she brought nothing to the table, she's gonna leave the table with nothing. All right. But like I said, this world trains women to be all for self, man, to be an independent woman, all right. But the independent woman is trained to capitalize off men. Okay, I'm gonna get this nigga to marry me. This nigga rich. I'm gonna get this nigga to marry me. I ain't gonna sign no prenuptial agreement. Then I'm gonna leave this nigga, and I'm gonna rip him for all he got. How this nigga paying alimony and child support. This is real life shit, man. All right, this is the spirit of women in these days. So going back to the scriptures, a woman at the beginning will be willing to put in work, all right, to bring value to the household. She might be willing to a woman might be willing to take care of you for a period of time, all right. But eventually she's gonna get tired of that shit. She's gonna get tired of that shit, and she's gonna become angry. Right. Verse 16, she considereth a field and buyeth it. Right. So a woman in this world, if she sees something that she could invest her money in so that she could make a decent profit, she's not gonna be doing that so that she can take care of you. A woman's not going to see the opportunity for her to get rich. She's not going to see the opportunity for her to get rich to help her man, to make her man rich, to establish her man in some type of power. A woman not going to do that. If a woman attains a certain amount of power and riches in this world over a man, she's going to leave that man. She's going to leave that man, and what she may do is take her riches and invest in a more powerful and more rich man than her, so that she can prosper even more. Okay? It says, she considereth a field and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hands she planteth a vineyard. Women ain't about to fucking plant. Women ain't trying to plant no gardens. They ain't trying to do no goddamn works with their hands. All right, women are way far from being virtuous women, and understanding that should strengthen us as kings, us as the hopeful elect in His truth. That should strengthen us to not get caught up with these women, man. Okay? Because none of them fit the characteristics of a virtuous woman. They might be decent for this world, all right? Like the elder of our camp, to Zion, all right? Like he always say, all right? You wanna try to pick the best of the worst, all right? Because all these women ain't right. You want to try to get the best of them that you could, but really it's best not to have any of them. Like Paul said, all right? It's best not to have a woman, because if you don't have a woman, you don't have to worry about anything that pertains unto a woman. You can focus on the truth. Yeah, about Shimmy, I was shot the works more, all right? Verse 17, she girdeth her loins with strength and strengthened her arms. All right, so and so what does that represent? The Holy Spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, because the Most High is the strength of our nation, the strength of our individual spirits. Okay, and strengthen her arms. Verse 18, she perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. Right. So a virtuous woman, she's not going to be what's the word? She's gonna know her value. She's gonna know her worth. She's not going to be what the fuck is the word? Shit. I can't think of it right now. A virtuous woman is gonna know her worth. She's gonna know her value. She's gonna be confident in her place as a woman, as a virtuous woman. Fuck, I hate that. I hate trying to chase a word down in my mind. I can't grab it. But anyways, she perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. Right, she's confident, man. And by her having confidence in her merchandise and her value and her worth, it persuades her and motivates her to put in more work. All right? So much though that her candle goeth not out by night. Why is that? Because she's thinking of more ways in which she can do her job better. All right? She might be up all night sewing, all right? Stocking up her merchandise, okay? And again, her candles make light, all right? Who's the light? Who's the light according to the scriptures? Yahweh Shah, okay? The Holy Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. All right. Her candle goeth not out by night, right? Because we're still living in a world of darkness right now. All right, and that light, the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, is not going out. It's not going to go out in the time of darkness, in the time of night that we are in right now. Okay. Continuing on. It says, verse 19. She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff, which is that's talking about sewing instruments. Okay, Salakia. I gotta jump back because I remember the word. All right, verse 18, 31 and 18. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. She's confident. She's not insecure. She's secure in her place as a woman, as a virtuous woman. She's not insecure. And most of these fucking females is insecure, man. Salaki, I'm glad the spirit, I'm glad the thought jumped back in my mind, because